get started off. All right, welcome everybody to SF Pitch Night. Can I get a huge round of applause for SF Pitch Night? Round of applause, please. All right, welcome back. My name is Chappie. If you have not already met me, I am co-founder and executive director here at the AI Collective, and I am so pleased to have you all here for a Friday night, exclusive Friday night event. It's going to be stacked. Let's get right into it. Actually, I can use my phone for this. As always, this was a massive team-organized event. We have almost 24 people on the SF team who made tonight possible. Look around, you'll see a bunch of yellowy green vests. Those are all the volunteer organizers. Can I get a huge round of applause for all the volunteer organizers? This really was a huge team effort. You can see everybody that's there. If you're interested in joining us, you can of course come up to me or any of us after the event. All right, now I'm curious, show of hands, who here has been to an AI Collective event before? Show of hands, okay. I'm saying about half and half. Who here is at their very first AI Collective event? That should be everybody else. Okay, I see what the other half, okay, everybody's engaged. If this is your first time, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you don't already know, the AI Collective was founded here in SF back in 2023 in Steven's nice little apartment. Since then, it has grown pretty crazily to over 100,000 members across 30 plus countries. Just about wherever you are now, you can come attend an awesome AI Collective event just like this. So why does the AI Collective exist? Why do we gather together? I like to call everybody that is here tonight and gathered around the world pioneers in the frontier of AI. This technology, really our environment in general right now, is moving so incredibly quick. You can see it literally day by day, where Kimi K2, like a new frontier model, comes out yesterday, and we have a new state of the art. This happens all the time. I think of it as us being on the frontier, not just of AI, but of human progress in general. And if you are here tonight, you are one of the pioneers on the very frontier of that technology. There you go. I like the round of applause for that. Okay, so what is our mission across the AI Collective, across everything we do, and especially here tonight? What you get out of this event relies so much on the mindset that you enter it with. These three things we try and bring to every single one of our events across the world. Number one is exchange insights. Collaboration is the beating heart of innovation. That's why SF thrives, because we have, what is it, like 10 events per day? Something crazy. That's not like most of the world. That's what makes us thrive, is the fact that we exchange insights, that we're breaking down knowledge silos, that there's knowledge spillover. We are great at that, and we're bringing that to ecosystems here and around the world. Number two, deepen our human connection. I have found my belonging in attending these events. I have found my people. It's really changed my life. The people that I met here, and just how much a sense of belonging that I have. And I hope that everybody here finds the same thing by attending these events, meeting awesome people, following up, getting coffee, and everything to come. Three, drive collective progress. We're going to be doing a lot of that tonight. You're going to get to see some of the coolest, latest, cutting-edge technology. You're going to get to invest in some of the companies pitching tonight. It is going to be awesome. Okay, this event was not just brought to you by AWS, by the AI Collective, also brought to you by AWS. Where is AWS? There's someone here. Yes, can we get a round of applause for AWS for us being here tonight? Here you go, they're going to say a few quick words.
Thank you so much. My name is Elizabeth Fuentes. I am a developer advocate focused on generative AI. And I am based here in San Francisco. And wow, what event. Thank you so much for being here. Come on, we have a lot of people at full house. I'm so happy, really. And if you don't know, this place is free. So if you have a community similar to this community, you want to have an event here, please talk with me. I'm going to be here online, and we can do the arrange to do your event here. So thank you so much.
Yes. All right, one more round of applause for AWS. We've been coming here for over a year now, and they have been an incredible partner for us. Also, tonight is made possible by Rome. Can I give a huge round of applause for them? I know we're a nonprofit community, fully volunteer, but it still takes a lot of money to host events like this. And Rome has been so generous the past 8 months in helping us to make this possible. They unfortunately can't be here tonight, but I wanted to take a moment to walk through how we use our own platform, because we use it for our global team every single day. And I would say it's one of the main reasons, maybe the sole reason, that we've been able to expand from 20 chapters to 100 chapters over 30 plus countries globally. So I'm going to hop out of this real quick. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. There we go. This is what the Rome platform looks like. You can see that I am in my little virtual office room, and you can see everybody else there is part of the office. It's going to be hard for me to do. Okay, I'm going to click, say, oh, can you guys not hear it? One sec. You guys get it now? Oh, there's my music. AJ, are you there? Yo. Okay, AJ is one of the guys in the AI Collective team. He is actually in Portland right now, but you can see we are in his virtual office space now. Our cameras are not on because it's just an office space. It's super casual. Sometimes it'll be like 5 a.m. and we're both just working in the morning. I am still in my bed, so I don't want to be camera on, but it's a great way for us to chat anyways. AJ, you want to head over to my office space? Wait, I got to find my mouse first. Okay, come over to my office space. Okay, so now he's going to come over here, knock, I can let him in. Okay, AJ, welcome to my office space. You can see down here, one really cool feature that I like is it has a shelf, which is like, I don't know, what makes me, right? I added some like photos of some of our first events, me doing a bodybuilding show, me working at various different companies, my 5 favorite books because I love reading, just to add a little more like personality and flair to this. So I told you, this doesn't have the camera on. There are, of course, normal meeting rooms. AJ, you want to follow me into Exchange? Over there.
Recording magic minutes.
Okay, sorry, the cameras are over here. I'll bring the cameras over here. There's me, there's AJ. Everybody wave at AJ. I don't know. Here we go. What's up, bitch? No! There you go. Okay, awesome. So yeah, that's just normal meeting room. You know, this is what we do for when we're bringing the small team together. Let's head over into the third type of room, which is the theater. I'll meet you over there. Okay, so I'm going into the theater, and you see I'm in the backstage. This is like for when we host our all hands, and you know we'll have like a few hundred team members there, or we host our online events. We host multiple online events per week. You can come here, and it'll look just like this. I'm gonna go to the backstage. I'm gonna go to the stage. Okay, I am now on stage. Oh, AJ, you're also on stage. AJ, can you go in the back and just show what the emojis look like? So I love when we have like hundreds of people in the audience, and then they're all doing emojis. No, AJ, go into the backstage. Backstage. Can you hear me, AJ? Backstage. No, you can't hear me. That's fine. But you can see the little emojis right here. You can do fun reactions like that. I wish Zoom had more of that. Okay, anyways, you can also see down here I have the like magic minutes that are recording. Basically, it's recording everything we say, kind of like granola. It actually works for like things that are not Rome meetings. It works for Google meetings and Zoom meetings and everything like that. If I go into here, I can see, oh, sorry, went back to this screen. I can see my past meetings. I'll bring it over here. So like these are some of the meetings that I've had recently and all the transcriptions. You can see, where is it? We had a meeting talking about our OpenAI partnership. I don't know, something about podcasts, Sam Altman, I don't know, something crazy like that, across 100 chapters, things like that. You can see this, it brings the action items, I don't know, like most note takers do. I could also ask magic minutes, but I'm not going to try and type right now. That would just be a little cumbersome. That's the second cool thing. The third thing that I love and that I use every day is if I go into my lobby. Oh, sorry, my lobbies are back on the screen. Bring it over here. You can see I actually have multiple lobbies, so if you want to come book a time with me, you can actually just do ro.am/chappy. Don't use my VIP link, please. That's for VIPs. But you can see I have multiple links. It actually has my shelf there, which is kind of cool. And beyond that, they have a whole bunch of extra, like way better than Calendly features for creating a lobby link and everything like that. Anyways, that's pretty much the run through of Rome. Again, it's been like so important to, is that gonna work? Okay, it's been so important, I think, to our culture, to allowing us to go to 100 plus chapters globally and everything like that. A lot of people ask us, what is the main way to support the AI Collective and all the work that we're doing? Honestly, that's like even checking out our partners. really means the world to us. So they gave us this nice little link. If you use that, you get an exclusive 1-month trial. This is actually the best way to help us out, our global community, our volunteer group, and everything that we're doing. So really appreciate it. I'll also send this out after with emails and everything like that. But can I get one more round of applause to Rome for making this all possible? I wish they could be here, but we use it all the time anyways. So, okay, let me get back to it. So, what are you doing here tonight? What is Pitch Night, and why is tonight so incredibly special to the history of the AI Collective? Well, this is actually our first demo night ever. This is something that we hosted, I think it was the beginning of 2024. You can see this was a product hunt. It was at the Mercury headquarters. It was something we were trying out. Hey, let's get some companies together and just show off what we're all building. It ended up being incredibly fun. We're like, hey, let's turn this into a little bit of a series. So we started hosting these throughout last year at Shack 15. More and more people started showing up to the point where we completely packed that place, and we started adding things like we had the custom trophies. We had, I think, our first panel for that. We had the little round tables after to go meet the demoists, and we built a whole entire app. So it's an interactive experience for everybody in the crowd. We'll get into that a bit. This year, we've been doing even more. I think we've done 7 demo nights here just in SF. We've had, I think, thousands of people at this point come to the events. It looks like now we're even packing it on the Friday night, which is incredible. Now, you'll notice that this is demo night. That says demo night. This is not demo night. This is something new. Before I get to that, it's not just in SF we're doing this. I mean, we told you we're a global community, so we've been hosting these all over the place and learning a ton about what makes an awesome demo night. So, why Pitch Night? What's different? Well, we actually went through and asked all of our demoists from the past year or two what they were coming and hoping to get out of these events. And for demo nights, it was largely those top 2 things. They really wanted feedback from people on their product, and they really wanted customers. And that's great for demoing your product, getting feedback, and getting customers. Now, there's another 2 very important parts about running a company, which is getting funding and finding awesome people to help join your team. We were being told by, and I agree, by people who were demoing that it wasn't doing as good a job as that because they weren't showing off their pitch decks, they weren't showing like where this is going and what the vision is. So that's what SF Pitch Night is for. It's for bringing the other 2 awesome things, and I think completing the loop of the startup life cycle, being able to help startups inside our community at whatever phase they are. So what does this mean for you? Well, it's a great chance tonight to connect, to learn, hopefully from the startups, to put your investor hat on, and to join something that is bigger than yourself. So I'm so excited, without further ado, to be the first to welcome you to the world premiere of SF Pitch Night. Can I get one more round of applause for SF Pitch Night? All right, thank you all so much. And with that being said, I've taken enough time, so let's get straight into it after these animations go. Oh, okay, there you go. So welcome to the Pitch Arena. We're going to have 6 startups presenting tonight. We're going to do 5-minute pitches, so a little longer than we did for demo nights, and it's going to be all about the pitch decks. Also, after that, we're doing 2-minute of judges Q&A. Judges Q&A, that's new. Okay, what are the judges? Well, we have 4 awesome judges, VC judges, in our expert judging panel tonight. Instead of me just reading off their names and saying how awesome they are, I'm going to have them show off how awesome they are. So, Ash, where's Ash? Ash, if I can get you up here, do a very quick lightning chat with them, that'd be awesome. There you go.
What's up, everybody? No, you can get higher than that. What's up, everybody? All right. So first off, thank you all for coming to our first pitch night. We are going to do a quick rapid fire with our 4 judges here. As you can see here, we have really good representation. Village Global, we got Blitzscaling Ventures, Ride Home AI Fund, and the Smart Venture. And these are phenomenal judges if you look them all up. So can we please ask our judges to come up on stage, please? And we're going to have a rapid fire with you all. I love this. You guys are special. Come on, you're our judges. So our first question, and again, it's 90 seconds. If you go past 90, I'm going to cut you off. We got to treat this like a pitch contest. Okay? So, Ann, I'm going to start with you. The bar for AI seed rounds has shifted dramatically in 2025. What is one pitch tactic that no longer works and founders should do instead to truly stand out to investors like you?
I would say that. How about this?
There you go.
Okay, good. Testing, 1 billion, 2 billion. Okay, I would say that setting a deadline is not very effective. Saying, I'm going to close this round by Friday. I think the number one thing is have investors fall in love with your business, and then you can talk about terms.
Love that. Anyone else want to answer that?
Obviously there's been a lot of hype about, ChatGPT wrappers and things like that. And so I think if you're going to build a product, you've got to not just have a business that people fall in love with, but you've got to have a problem that actually goes deep and that you deeply understand some secret or something that's unique about a demographic or a group or a vertical or a set of people that sets you apart from all the other generic pitches where people are just building generic wrappers.
I love that. You want to take a stab at it, Grace?
I think the biggest turnoff would be use ChatGPT to write your deck. Just because sometimes when you look at the agent to agent payment companies or the AI SDRs, they all look like exactly the same from page 2 to 4 until the team segment. Besides the picture, everything else look very identical. So no.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a second question since we talked offline. I'm going to start with you on the second question.
Let's do it.
You're having coffee tomorrow with a promising founder who didn't win tonight.
Yes.
What is the single most actionable steps you would recommend they take for the next 90 days so that they can materially improve their odds of success should they come here again, or one of your events, because you do Llama Lounge events?
Yeah, well, I think we all know that the technical moat only lasts a few months. Agreed? What you'd need is a business strategy to defend. So what we're looking for is product-led growth or virality. The product naturally spreads on its own, or you've got distribution partners that bring it to market. And then secondly, you have network effects, right? The value increases as everybody else joins. So we're looking for those business strategies because the technical moat is not sufficient. There's 42,000 AI projects. According to the website, there's an AI for that. You're all competing with so many people. So you need to have the business strategies also.
Anyone else like to answer that?
Yeah, I guess to add more numbers to that, I hunt products on Product Hunt every day. There's only around 10 to 15 products that get featured. There are 250 to 300 products that get submitted every 24 hours to that platform. And so rather than worrying about, VC or raising money over the next 3 months, instead you should be driving toward traction, towards narrative, towards positioning, and towards finding just a few key partners that love what you're doing and are literally will pay you to build the thing instead of going after VC right away.
Yes, talk to more customers. And we used to say, there was a memo, and then we used to say, do a demo, not a memo. And now it's have a prototype, work with customers, anything you can do to demonstrate demand, and then is preferable.
Grace, you want to answer? Then I have one bonus question for all of you.
Oh my God, stressful. I think it's a numbers game, honestly. You just pitch 1,000 people, someone will bite, but also you have to make sure that your entire product and team and deck glow up. That's it.
Okay, this is the bonus question, and this is an easy one. Thank you all for being so concise, by the way. What is one industry that you're hot on right now? One type of industry that you're just if I found that kind of industry or vertical, I'd want to talk to them more.
I don't know. We're not industry specific, but so Reid Hoffman is our advisor in LP, and there's a couple markets that are healthcare and medicine and are areas that have not really been touched yet. There's some other categories I actually can't talk about, but yes, there are some categories. We've seen plenty of AI agents in the enterprise. We've seen too many AI marketing. It's hard to distinguish who's who in that market. So in some cases, I'll just back out because it's just too crowded.
We like 3 categories: better, faster, and cheaper. So we're otherwise
Wow,
open-minded.
mic drop. That was good. That's a good answer. Thank you.
Similarly, like we're sort of broad when we do our investing, but I'm very interested still in social media and social technology. I think this stuff is pretty messed up, and so there's an opportunity to make it better, and AI has barely scratched the surface of what's possible when it comes to human social interactions and connections. I'm also a big fan of open source. Open source is a huge way to leverage a community, to build in public, and to build shit that people see and like, and then, you know, stars are one thing, but obviously the adoption and usage of your code in other people's products gives you traction that other people just can't compete with.
Nice.
I would say I can't believe like no one said robotics. Like I'm really passionate about the robot that can does your dishes. I was at the like a lot because I don't do them. Like so I saw that there's like a robot that would take like 4 minutes to put a little like dish pot into the dishwasher, and it only take them like 1 minute to like stack the dishes. So I feel like if I just put the pot in and then let the robot do the rest, I'm very passionate about that.
Okay, well, let's give it up to our judges, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks, dude.
You can leave that there. Yeah, amazing. Okay, get back to, so that is the judges. The judge will be asking the questions tonight. We'll go into what criteria they're using in just a second as well. Let's also talk about the Pitch Night app. Now, normally we don't want phones out during the event. This, I actually want everybody to take their phones out because this is going to be a fully interactive experience tonight. If you scan that QR code, or I think if you scan like any of the QR codes around us, there are lots of QR codes around us, that will take you to this screen. I actually just realized that on Liquid Glass, iOS 26, the button's being blocked. Just swipe up a little bit. You can click the update profile button. I'm sorry, I'll go fix that. Anyways, you should be seeing this screen up. Let me walk you through what the Demo Night app is. So we are currently in the pre-pitches phase. You can leave whatever information about yourself you want here. If you want to be completely anonymous and you want to be a really critical judge, you are more than welcome to do that. If you want to just put your name or just put your LinkedIn, you can do any of that. During the actual pitches, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see what company is currently presenting, and you'll be able to leave a 1 to 5 star rating. You can leave any sort of feedback there. And then you press that little info button, you'll see what those buttons down there mean. There are a few actions you can take with any of the presenters tonight. You can do virtual claps. I love doing virtual claps. You can see how many you can do during one presentation. You can also click that little email button to learn more. And then you can also say, I want to test the product, I want to work with you, or I want to learn about investing. So you can have your investor hat on, you can have your talent hat on, any of that tonight. And they will all get all this feedback. So please participate. This is providing value to all the presenters, all the startups tonight. When we get into the investing phase, once we've gone through all the pitches, you will get a 100K scout fund. Everybody here in the audience gets a 100K scout fund, and you can choose how you allocate your money across all the companies that are presented tonight in 5K increments. After that, we will go through, tally the results, and we will figure out the winners. So everybody in the audience will get to choose one of the winners, and then the judges will choose a winner. I'll talk about what that is in just a second. After you go through that, you'll have the recap screen up for the rest of the night. You can see who won. You can see who was hosting and sponsoring tonight. You can see all the presenters throughout the night, and you can follow with anybody. You can even see like their emails are right there and everything like that. This is your last chance. Scan that QR code. You can also go to aicollected.com at any time, so if you forget or you lose the tab, just go back to our website, and you'll see there's a little banner up at the very top to get back to Pitch Night app. Okay, oh, also, this is an entirely open source app, so if you want to contribute, if you want to join us in making this app better for all the demo nights and pitch nights across the world, you can come join. I would love to have you there. Okay, one more time to recap. We have 6 startups. They're going to be going back and forth. Please have the Pitch Night app out. Please be using that. You're going to be investing at the end of the night, so keep in mind throughout the night which companies you like most, which companies you want to invest in, everything like that. At the very end, we will have the trophy ceremony. So you actually see the 2 trophies we have over there. What are we giving away tonight? We have the Top Funded Award. That is chosen by everybody here tonight. Whoever raises the most money from all those 100K scout funds that we have. And the second is best pitch. So we have the judges up here tonight. They are going to be voting. Yes, the next slide has it. Okay, this is what their judging score sheet looks like. They have 3 different categories, criteria they're judging out of 10, and we will take the average score out of all of them. Innovation, execution, potential, and vision. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I will not bore you with that. But if you want to have that in your mind as well, that might be helpful criteria. Okay, if you've been here before, you know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening, sanctioned by the California State Events Commission. Our 4 judges scoring this contest are Dwane, Jeremiah Owyang, Chris Messina, and Grace Gong. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the arena, Stephen Campbell. This pitch night is brought to you by the AI Collective and the Rome Virtual HQ platform. And now, for those in attendance and pitch night fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from AWS in San Francisco. It's time! Okay. How's that? Okay, we got the energy levels up. I'm going to bring up Steven now, and he's going to get us kicked off with the 6 pitches tonight. Go ahead, Steven.
Thank you, Chappie. Hello? All right, how's everyone doing? Woo! I'm so proud to be a San Franciscan right now. Friday night, we're all together watching some pitches. It's really beautiful. Thank you to our esteemed judging panel. It's an honor to have you here with us tonight. All right, y'all ready for some pitches? Yeah. Woo! All right. Okay, Mutanex, can we come up? All right. So, thank you. Raise of hands, who's pitched to VCs before in the crowd? Okay. Those of you with your hands up, you know how hard it is to pitch. It's like one of the most challenging experiences I think any human can go through in the white-collar first world. So just let's keep that in mind. Let's bring a lot of energy tonight to the pitchees, the pitchers, to the pitchers, so they know we have them supported. All right, one other thing. I'm going to be kind of anal about the time, okay? All right, you got 5 minutes. Are you ready? Oh, we need mic. Okay, here we go. Hello? Okay. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello. Okay. Yes.
All right, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
You got 5 minutes.
Are you guys ready? Yeah! Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Isha, co-founder and COO of Mutanex. I want to tell you my story. While growing up, I watched my loved ones suffer. My mom battled cancer, and my relatives battled cancer. And from that pain, I learned one thing, that medicine fails, not because of lack of knowledge, but because of lack of speed, accessibility, and integration. And that's why it introduces to us to precision medicine. Precision medicine is the present and future of healthcare. For context, I want to tell you that precision medicine is the process of giving the treatment according to the body process, genetic analysis, and clinical analysis of the patient. But only 8% of patients actually receive precision medicine. More than 1,700 people die every day due to ineffective treatment. And why is that? Because it is slow, expensive, and complex. And complexity is such that not every doctor can cater every patient, and hence the patients wait, and ultimately sometimes die waiting. So that's why we've introduced Mutanex. It is a super app for precision medicine. It automates the complete process of personalization in just 5 to 10 minutes, making it 1,000 times faster and 10 times more affordable. Mutanex analyzes all the EMR records, the diagnostic reports, as well as doctor's progress reports, and then searches it to the evidence that are present globally and give the doctor the treatment recommendation in minutes. So, it acts as clinical decision support system for doctors, so no 10 p.m. searching on trial on internet. And why this matter? Doctors do not believe in the AI buzzword. They believe in 3 R's: revenue, retention, and reputation. Mutanex generates hospital revenue up to $100,000. Every added diagnostic recommendation adds the billing. Doctor can save 30 to 40 minutes per patient and hence can see more patients. Also, hospital loses approx $1 million in audit costs due to lack of documentation. Mutanex solves that. As well as, hospital can position themselves as precision medicine hospital, and patients, it builds trust and transparency because patients don't need to go for second opinion because we provide evidence as well as validation by doctor. And doing this is so important because every 1 in 8 people suffer from chronic or genetic disease. Hence, our total addressable market is 1.2 billion and our obtainable market in 1.2 million. Hence, with our B2B subscription model for hospitals and clinics, in which our pricing model is $500 per patient per year, Mutanex unlocks a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. And unlike competitor, Mutanex is rapid, affordable, easy to use, and holistic experience. And why did I say holistic? Because it automatizes all the 6 stages of precision medicine, hence increases the product stickiness and high switching cost. We have also got multiple recognition all around the world, and currently we are part of Draper University Venture Program, and we have just launched our product beta version 15 days ago, and we have 25 user base, in which 5 are paid users and 20 are on free trials. And we have 42 ongoing conversion as well as 10 plus LOI, and as well as collaboration with multiple organizations. Our team, myself, I'm Isha, I'm doctor. Our CEO is sitting here, Saiful, he's also doctor. As well as we have CTO with 7+ years of experience and a great advisory board. And right now we are raising $500,000 USD for regulatory approvals as well as US expansion. And in summary, I want to end this with precision medicine isn't the future. It's the problem that we can fix today. Doctors don't need more data. They need quick, clear answers that they can trust. And the next decade of healthcare will be driven by AI-powered precision medicine. And Mutanex is building the platform to make it possible for everyone. In the last 5 minutes that I've spoken, around 300 people have already lost their life. So join us in this mission to save more than 62 million lives and make precision medicine accessible to everyone. Thank you. Also, if time is left, I can show you a demo of our product. You can see here.
Oh, no.
Okay, no. I'm sorry.
That was fantastic, though. I have so much respect for you going first. You absolutely killed it. Another round of applause for Mutanex.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Our esteemed judges, 2 minutes of questions.
Yes, wow. Thanks for showing all the competition you have. How are you going to beat them out?
Yes, sir. So I want to show you this slide. Yes, so competitor is in different vertexes. There is no competitor that does holistic experience. We solve all the 6 stages. Doctors don't need to buy multiple subscription for each and every stage of their, like we do EMR, we do literature searches, we do clinical insights, as well as we do dose modification. We do everything, the only one tool that doctors need in precision medicine.
Teams judges.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused about the consumer or patient experience. Are they interacting directly with a Mutanex app, or are they going to the doctor and then through the clinic's brand, they're then accessing your service?
Yes, sir. So we are providing it B2B to hospitals and doctors because it is medicine and patient, we cannot provide medicine directly to the patient. So, but patient interacts in a way that they can upload the report in our app and he can get clinical analysis of its report. But the main work is done by the doctors, as well as while finding the treatment, when the doctor gets treatment recommendation, it will be validated by the doctor and then given to the patient.
We have time for 2 more questions. Grace?
can you just repeat again, like how do you guys make money? And then can you walk us through the sales journey to sell to the clinical
Yes.
departments?
Yes, thank you for asking this question. So we have, in our whole product ecosystem, we have divided our product in 3 different devices. Like basically, the first system is EMR system. We have just launched in India. So our EMR system digitizes the prescription as well as gives the clinical analysis and doctor summary. If the doctors need that, then that's it. If doctor also need an AI-powered co-pilot that does the evidence search engine, it will show the recommended labs test, the diagnostic, as well as recommended treatment. Then that is, doctor can use that. And then this precision system is specifically for cancer we are focusing right now because cancer need precision medicine. So this $500 per patient per year is for precision medicine service.
Awesome, we're out of time. Round of applause for
Thank you, everyone. Mutanex.
All right, next up, we have Alpic. All right. How are we feeling?
We're feeling good, thanks. Good evening, everyone.
You guys ready?
Yeah, we are.
Where are you guys visiting from?
From the mountains.
From the mountains. That is suspiciously vague. All right, mountain folk, are you ready?
Yes, we are.
All right, we are.
Yeah. Should we go? Yeah, perfect. Good evening, everyone. My name is Fred. I'm co-founder and CTO of Alpic, and I'm here tonight with Quentin, founding engineer in the team. We're here to talk to you about Alpic. We are an infrastructure platform that allows you to deploy, manage, and scale your MCP server and, more recently, your ChatGPT apps online. Tonight, I would like to share with you a recent product that we've delivered, which is the ChatGPT Apps Starter Kit, and show you how to use it to be able to deploy ChatGPT apps. This is a new way for you to distribute your agents, to distribute your product to the 800 million weekly active users that there is on ChatGPT. If you haven't already, prepare for the next wave of onboarding submission and try working on your app starting today. We've built an open source template called the Apps SDK template, which is built on top of Skybridge, which is a specific runtime within OpenAI to build ChatGPT apps. You can use this repository to clone and start building an app, and I will show you right away how it looks like. So here I have my development environment, which is basically a clone of the template I was showing just before, and ChatGPT in developer mode. The only thing I need to do is run the dev command and expose my application using ngrok on HTTP 3000. Once I do that, I have a small URL I can use to tell ChatGPT, please use my application. And you will see what we have in stock for the demo application. So I will name it Pokédex, because the demo application that we have in stock is a Pokédex. We love Pokémons in the mountains. And you can create your application. It will connect to my IDE and start fetching for tools that are available in this ChatGPT app. There is one to be able to retrieve Pokemon, and we will do just that. My favorite one is Pikachu, of course. Show me Pikachu in my Pokédex. Yep. And I need, since I'm in developer mode, to add it manually. But the great thing about ChatGPT is that you have self-discovery of apps. So this is really a great way for acquisition to showcase your product, showcase what you can do. Let's see if my Pokédex can find Pikachu. So it's using my local environment to respond to ChatGPT, and it displays UI. UI is a big thing in ChatGPT apps. It's something that sets apart ChatGPT app from MCP server. It's a way to provide an additional interface rather than just using text. You can use UI to interact with your favorite app directly inside ChatGPT. So we can see Pikachu. We can see that I have a small widget for evolution, so I can take a look look at ratio, which will, again, interact with my MCP server, which runs locally. And let's say, for example, I don't like the Pokédex entry at the top here. The nice little thing that we put inside the starter kit is a way for you to have live hot reload. So here, if I say Pokemon, for example, instead, you can see live inside ChatGPT, my app being reloaded. So it's much nicer way to develop your application. When it's ready, you just have to take everything that you have locally, commit it, push it, and then you can go back on Alpic and deploy your project. So we operate a little bit like Vercel, but for MCP server. The entry point is your GitHub repository. Here I just push on the apps SDK template. I can select the branch I'm working on, which is the feature widget demo, and deploy this to Alpic. In a few seconds, I will have a URL, exactly the same process that I was showing before. I can go in apps and connect this one to be able to access my freshly deployed new application. In addition to hosting, we offer a wide variety of features that allows you to get additional information about what you're hosting. So for example, here is some analytics about used in production ChatGPT apps. It gives you the kind of clients that connect to it. We have a lot of Anthropic traffic, a little bit from Cursor, a little bit from OpenAI. You can see it over time, of course, and you can see it over a very long period of time. You also have access to logs if you need to take a closer look at what's happening in your workload to diagnose some bug. And one very important feature that we have is we give you feedback on the quantity of token that you return every time somebody uses your MCP server. The less token, the better chance you have models like OpenAI to perform well.
We're at time. Round of applause for Alpic. So through my many sources, I got some insider info on the Alpic team that you're not mountain people, you're actually French. This is the most French thing I've ever
We have mountains in France, so.
The second co-founder speaks. All right. Judging panel, give us your worst.
How do you guys make money?
Sorry?
How do you make money?
We are an thanks. We're an infrastructure company, so we charge by usage for people that are hosting their server on our servers.
And I guess, what is the likelihood that project needs to scale within ChatGPT right now?
What is the likelihood of being used, you mean?
Yes.
At the moment, there are 7 applications online on ChatGPT. So this was the first wave. There is a second wave coming with 11 applications that have already been selected. The opening submission will be before the end of the year, so it's a matter of being ready when this opens to be online, to be available. The nice thing about ChatGPT app is zero-step discovery. So when people chat, they don't need to add your app to be able to use it. Just by saying the name, they can invoke it into the conversation. In terms of distribution, this is huge.
Great question, Chris. Yes.
And what's next on your roadmap?
We are working a lot on building a V0-like to build your ChatGPT app. So the demo I made, where you need to handle a few lines of code, would like to help people that are less technical to be able to build those same kind of apps.
One more question, Jeremiah.
Yes, what is your traction? Like, how many users do you have? You showed some of that. And by the way, next time when you're doing a pitch, like, have like the business side out as well, not just a demo, because I have so many questions, can barely score it all.
We start to have traction, especially in the travel industry. So airlines, trains, hotel booking, food ordering. Those are the main sectors that works well. And the nice thing with them is when the first one starts to build something, all the others want the same thing. So it goes fast from there.
Rapid question.
What does your distribution look like? Or distribution channel? How are you go to market for this?
We have 2 layers in our go-to-market. Of course, we're a developer product, so we do bottom-up with animating a developer community and providing with open source projects like this one tools for them to build. And we do top-down. The main entry point we have in companies is actually product and acquisition, because they see this as a new acquisition channel, and they really like having a conversation with us about opening a new acquisition channel for them.
Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you. I'll pick round of applause. Woo. That was the most French thing I've ever seen. What's your traction? We have traction. All right. Thank you, esteemed judges, for the questions. Next up, we have Trey Incent. Trey Incent. you changed our name too. So.
How does this even, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Transit is up. Round of applause for Transit! Woo! All right, introduce yourself.
Okay. Hey everyone, let me get this started. Today I have a really fun job. I get to talk about trains. So something totally different from probably what you guys have heard at pitch nights and from our own industry. Probably none of you tech people have ever even talked or dealt with trains yet. So my name is Mark. I was 10 years at Google, found this problem as a typical Googler and decided it was time to jump off the ship after 10 years at being an intern too, and do something actually interesting. So Transit, actually, and funny enough, we actually changed our name. As you can see, I always like to say trains were the original OG AI, but they always had AI inside of them all the time. Providing access to affordable, sustainable freight rail transit is our goal. So I was going to start off with saying, what if I told you that there's a technology today that reduces carbon emissions by 75%, available in all major metro areas, runs cheaper with the same speed and reliability as the alternatives, and is safer for operators in the public, but unfortunately its use is declining. And I love to say it's the grand old diesel-electric locomotive. 70 years of innovation, and we really believe our thesis that everything in the US that possibly can should be moving on these machines. So why trains? Isn't it boring? It's not cool. Why now? Trains have been around for a long time. So I like to call what's happened in the last 7 years of the quiet revolution. Trains have had coal. Coal has been their #1 customer, golden goose. They didn't give a two anythings for anyone else because they had money, and that was it. So trains were 32% reliable. The railroads have spent, over the last 7 years, $100 billion, the quiet infrastructure project, to move to a 98% reliability on time. Norfolk Southern alone is 99.5% on time. That is better than airplanes. So they are on time, and they want to move from coal to freight rail traffic. All your Pepsis, all the Levi Strauss going across the United States by truck today, they want that traffic, and we think we can bring it to them. So if you're Becky, right, you're a shipper, what's the process? You have to go to all these different systems. Every single rail system has its own tracking, pricing, service levels. And if you want to go across the Mississippi River, you got to add another railroad entirely into it. And what I can tell you is Becky is probably going to try to third-party logistics company. That's what we did at Google. Guess what? We donated $1 million worth of goods to the black market because that third-party logistics company sucks at rail. Most of them do. My friend at Birkenstocks, Flexport, same exact experience. So when I talk to the railroads, like, what's going on? Why is this the case? They'd be like, well, we spent $100 billion to put trains from LA to Chicago in 2 days. What are you talking about? Things are disappearing. They're showing up weeks later, all that stuff. So I really felt there's a big problem. What's most likely going to happen is Becky's going to go to trucking. It's super simple, high profit margin for freight brokers, and that's what she's going to do. And that's why I think we need Transit. Really, the Flexporter, Uber, I always call it Google Flights. Again, I've drank the Kool-Aid for too long. But competitive pricing, all service option carbon accounting, be able to use AI to basically automate and do AI schedule matching, be able to pull all this data that's very private right now in an API and give it to everyone else. So any shipper of any size can be able to turn over, move from trucking to rail. Railport location matching, universal slippage tracking, cross-railroad coordination, and continuously using AI and other tools to bring rail to the 21st century. And I can tell you, there's one software out there today for if you are shipping on rail, it's one software, doesn't have first and last mile tracking, and it was built by a guy in 2005, and the whole industry is worried that he's going to croak one day. So the competition is, we have #2. And the good news is a lot of people are looking for it. In 2025, they did a shipper transportation report. 55% of shippers are looking for intermodal, that's rail, and 50% are looking for green shipping options, and we feel we build both. Who's the train crew? You have a lot of train puns, unfortunately, especially if you invest in us. Talk about trains way too much. I was 10 years at Google. My last year at Google, tried to do harbor operations. Google now sends everything by airplane because they couldn't figure this out, from Chengdu, China to Chicago. Then they do some SAFs in Amsterdam and say, oh, we've carbon accounted our carbon, and we're spending a shit ton of money doing it. So that's why I decided someone needed to solve this problem, and I also been there for too long. Mugi was our chief engineer. He built Droppy from the ground up. Similar problem. They were building virtual power plants in California. We're trying to build a massive database, bringing in BNSF, Union Pacific, massive companies into one massive database and using that data to create AI and all these other tools. Drew, Station Master, he's a previous TechSource founder, freight broker. I met him about a year ago. He told me if I had this, I'd make a ton of money, and so he joined on. Market opportunity. About $1 trillion every year is spent in the US, and this is just the US alone. I mean, rails obviously exist everywhere. And that's the trucking market that you spend. We think about 300 billion of that could actually be on trains. About 30 billion of it, is the core serviceable market that, there's basically, it's really dumb that they're not putting on trains. It's like our first customer, actually, funny enough, their facility is literally across the street from the train, and they had no idea it was going. And right now we're about 340K revenue. So far we launched in June, so we're pretty new. I quit my job in May and launched.
We're at time. Round of applause for Transit.
Yes, Transit, yeah.
Transit. All right. 2 minutes of questions from our esteemed judges. Jeremiah.
You said you 340K revenue since June?
Yes.
So what kind of business model is it?
So we've been right now going straight to freight brokers. They've been selling our product for us, but we do want to go in the long run going direct to shippers, but that's a 6-month to 12-month cycle, especially if you're a big company like Costco, which we're already in discussions with.
Would you say you're an exchange or a marketplace or supply chain platform?
We're both a marketplace and we're both a software provider for the folks, so we can do both.
Grace.
Can you elaborate more on the marketplace situation?
Yeah, so we can put together for us first, middle, last mile. We have direct connections with the railroads. So someone has to kind of get someone to bring your goods to you. So we kind of put that all together, sell that to a freight broker or to a client. And then we also, on the back end, we also have all this data, right? So we can use AI to automate it and then obviously sell that back to the customer to basically track their shipments and whatnot, so.
Awesome. Anne.
And can you explain why wasn't this done before?
That's the question I get all the time. We were at a conference, funny enough, a couple weeks ago, and there was like 12 AI trucking companies. I swear to you that was the case. And the answer, I think no one has really paid attention to this field. The railroads are a very small amount of companies, and so we obviously took a lot of time to build a relationship with them. But small companies, a lot of people don't like to innovate in that space, and so we think there's a lot of opportunity here. And a lot of companies try to do it tangentially, so like Flexport, for instance, doesn't even put on their website, but they offer rail. But again, we've had poor performance from them, so.
Last question, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering about the excess capacity that the train network has. As you said, like it's sort of being underutilized. So one, can you quantify that? And then two, what is the actual appetite from these railroad companies to modernize and change?
They want to. I'll start with that first. But I will say there's a lot of capacity in the market. Actually, when we're in LA, a lot of the problems actually end up being first, last mile. The problem is not the train. The train actually has a ton of capacity. It's usually getting the truck driver to do the job they're supposed to do and getting the good network set up, and that's why I think we'll bring a lot of value in the future. The more networks we build, the cheaper costs we get. That's kind of how it goes in terms of the network. We get right contracts to the railroad, et cetera. What I will say in terms of railroads, there actually is a couple of technologies out there, like Parallel, which we have an NDA with, where they're building automated rail cars. So they are interested. It's just these are very old, very big companies. They think if we bring them a lot of business, obviously, they'll be interested in innovating. So.
Mark, you absolutely killed it. Everyone take notes. That's how you do it, Mitch. The devil wears Patagonia on your mark. All right, next up we got Hail Q. Hail Q.
Yep, we're here.
All right, let's do it.
Sweet. So, hi everyone. I'm Gobi, and this is Anisha, and we're building HailCube, which is a human-in-the-loop platform to overcome vibe coding mistakes. So, right now, as an early-stage entrepreneur working on a project, you have two options. One is you can keep telling Lovable or Cursor or whatever to please fix. The other option is you can try to understand what's going on. And it sucks that there isn't a third option. So we're going to present that today. So first of all, vibe coding, it's frustrating. You have these non-deterministic mistakes, and going from 80 to 100 is very difficult. You repeatedly go back and forth, and this is based on conversations we've had at South Park Commons, Stanford's Venture Studio. A lot of early-stage entrepreneurs are facing this issue, and they end up going to Upwork. They end up going to TopTal. They end up going to a talent network that we ran previously, Anisha and I did. And when hiring contractors to go fix your vibe code or build your project, it's slow, quality varies, there's commitment issues, you end up being dependent on them, and they're a bottleneck, you have to manually coordinate them. And so what we're proposing is, what if you can take like Mercor and Scale AI's human-in-the-loop approach, but use that and use an AI system or an AI agent to essentially pull contractors from a vetted talent network and pull them in human-in-the-loop to fix vibe code. And so that's what we've actually built out. You can go onto hailcube.ai and you can put in a high-level prompt of what you want to build, but instead of just the AI doing it, the AI splits the request, it'll generate cards, and you have cards, you can also create cards, or Trello cards, just like Trello cards, and then you can basically, if the AI creates a card with suggested prompts for the IC in the loop, with suggested tools, you can go in and edit it, so you provide RL feedback to the model, and then it gets better and better at generating those boards for you. As soon as you press run on this self-running Kanban board, the AI agent starts inviting from this network of thousands of qualified talent on deck. So if you have lots of talent on deck, it's checking the embeddings of their profiles, it's picking the most relevant person, and immediately that person, within a minute, right, you're gonna get somebody who accepts your task, and they can start working in real time on that task. And say they don't finish it within 3 to 6 hours, the AI can reassign that task to another human in the loop, and then as soon as you submit, the AI starts inviting peer reviewers, human ICs, and AI also does a review. And this way you can interleave the humans and the AI in the loop so you actually get a good quality product. So we're 2 technical co-founders affiliated with Stanford Northwestern UIUC, and we think this is a $5 billion just at the beachhead. There's around 1 million people in the world with early stage projects around $5,000 to $10,000 budgets. It's a much bigger enterprise play after this. So yeah, and there's some competition out there, but really no one's using this more core scale AI approach for fixing vibe code. And so we're gonna take a 30% cut on $35 an hour. And our competitive advantage is we already have the talent network. We ran a talent network around the world. And we're patent pending, we're first mover with this architectural approach. And finally, we have an automated pipeline for basically giving a Fangam level interview to ICs that come in using computer vision to detect if they're cheating and things like that. And so HailCube is already building the next version of HailCube. So it's this human AI system is already running. And we're going to use the funds to improve the memory, to improve the agentic flows, to improve the RAG, and to improve a lot of the aspects of fine-tuning, making sure that task generation really works well. We're raising a pre-seed, and yeah. Our enterprise play. So I talked all today about our startup play, but there is an enterprise play. Basically, we sell the same software to enterprises that have thousands of talent on deck, except we use their own humans as the human in the loop. Thank you.
Yeah, we made it to spare. That was awesome. You guys killed it. All right. Esteemed judging committee. Oh, Jeremiah, hot potato.
Oh yeah. So just so I'm clear. So you're using humans, independent contractors, right? It's outsourcing.
Sure.
Right.
On the startup plan.
Yeah. So that kind of scales, but not really. So are you training AI in order so you don't have to repeat this process over and over? Like, what's the long-term plan here?
Yeah, I mean, one thing is like, yes, in the long term, we do think humans will still be needed, and so we're building that interface layer. If you believe that true AGI will be hit through the transformer architecture, which is based on multi-headed attention, it's a neural net with which is basically a statistical model. If you think we'll hit AGI with this architecture right now, then none of the vertical AI agent startups that we've invested in are going to make it, right? The foundational model providers are going to take the full market because that will hit AGI, and that is the case. Otherwise, you definitely need a human-in-the-loop play, right? And you need a system that can interleave, right? Why haven't org charts changed? AI has been around, I mean, LLMs have been around for quite a while now, and org charts haven't changed. And so what we're architecting is a fundamentally new way of orchestrating the humans, and the humans will still be needed, but every single step of the way, you are correct. Every single step of the way, we are tracking what the human visionaries are putting into those cards, and we're doing RL feedback to improve the model. Every single step of the way, we're tracking what the human ICs are doing, and we're using that as RL feedback to improve the models, and as architectures improve, there'll be less and less and less that the humans need to do in the loop. We'll use a minimal amount of their time, but this is the system that will be used for human in the loop.
Got it.
One more question.
Yep, go to Chris.
Since like I'm a vibe coder, so I use Lovable, and am I supposed to be the user of this? And am I supposed to pay like someone like $65 per hour, and then you take a 30% cut?
So it won't cost as much as you think it might cost because we're just using a fractional piece of their time to refine the vibe code. That's one thing. So on the startup, you might use the startup plan. You might have a 5 to 10K budget. It's a little on the higher end of the Lovables out there and on the lower end of the Upwork entrepreneurs and the people who use TopTal. And then the enterprise plan, it's a whole different story. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just going to jump in. What is the future of software in 5 to 7 years? And how are you relevant then?
Oh my God. So there's what we are thinking about is actually self-running AI, human AI orgs. So model roles in an organization as random variables over distributions of individual contributors rather than fixed to a particular role. So yeah, there's a...
The Matrix.
Well, I mean, what we think of is right now, if you look at C-suites, they record their notes in Notion or in presentations, and then they tell middle managers to kind of like, update the system of record, set up those flows. Instead, we think that C-suites and visionaries can set up roles and flows in natural language, and then our AI agent will come in, and it will either update the system of record or update by creating self-running Kanban boards that automatically assign both humans or AI agents work to do. So that way you always have the human checks to do deterministic, basically checking. Yeah.
Awesome. Round of applause for HailCube. You were the most passionate demoist so far. Your picture, it was fantastic, really.
Thank you.
Toolhouse. Ready to go. Yes. Nice. Are you ready?
Let me start the slide. Hello, hello. I am ready.
All right. Awesome. Let's do it.
Let's go. So there are hundreds of AI tools on the market right now, and the biggest issue with all of them is that they're too complex. So this leads to people like my mom being too afraid to build with AI. They see complex UIs, long lines of code, and hours of integration, and they think, oh, I'm too old for this. I'm not technical enough, or this is too hard. That's why at Toolhouse, we want to rethink building with AI. So that's why we asked ourselves, what is one thing every human on Earth has? A smartphone. No, I'm kidding. It's your voice. Every human on Earth is born with a voice. It's how we express creativity, passion, and personalization. That's why we decided to use the most natural programming language to build AI agents. So I'm going to do a quick demo. Hopefully it doesn't, go bad, but I'll plug in right now. All right, so all we're going to do is call Toolhouse and then build an agent live. See if we're going to...
Welcome back to Toolhouse. Would you like to continue with your existing agents or create a new one?
I'd like to build a new agent, please.
Great choice. What would you like your new agent to do for you?
I'd like to build a bedtime story agent for my sister, Alicia.
Sounds wonderful. Does Alicia have favorite story themes or characters she loves?
She likes princesses.
Lovely. Hold on while I set up a princess story agent for Alicia. All done. You'll get
All right.
soon with Alicia's princess storyteller agent. She can enjoy magical bedtime stories anytime. This is something most people can't set up.
All right, there we go. See, it's all set up. So already able to use the agent right out of the box. Actually, can I make the agent generate images as well? All right, we can, oh, there we go. And we're going to reload, and now the agent is able to generate images.
Yes, the agent can now create beautiful princess story images too.
I ran out of credits. A little embarrassing. But you guys, you guys get the idea. But the best part is that we're already trusted by thousands of users who are already building tens of thousands of agents monthly. And that number is expected to grow exponentially because our market isn't just developers or vibe coders, but it's every human on the planet, all 8 billion of them. Even better, our agents have access to thousands of tools such as image generation, image recognition, and web scraping. And we bundle all that into one tool call that costs 1 cent per agent run. So this gives us one of the best pricing models on the market. So you guys can check it out at join.toolhouse.ai or call this number to try it out for yourself. And let's bring AI to everyone. Thank you.
I love how short that was. That was awesome. Also, props to you for handling under pressure. Walk us through what was going through your mind at that moment.
Internal panic, everything. But I'm handling it.
Wonderful. Esteemed judges,
Any questions?
Chris?
Okay, what I liked about that demo is that you showed your business model right in line, so you ran out of credits, and so I understand what you guys get paid for. However, I am concerned about your ICP definition. 8 billion is a large number of possible users, but I don't know that you can get from here to there simply by showing how your mom can make a princess story. So who are the real people who are benefiting from this and using it now? Who really wants this and needs it and feels like this is doing something different than a lot of the other tools on the market?
Right, so we're trying to build simplicity for people who don't have time to learn how to use Lovable or Cursor or anything like that. So our ICP would be people like, a baker in a rural village who wants an agent to answer questions about his menu or something, or people who are non-technical, who have access to a smartphone and have an idea what they want to build, basically.
And can you talk a little bit more about your tech stack?
Tech stack, yeah, so most of it's built on JavaScript, Python, TypeScript. So yeah, pretty much.
We have one more question, Grace.
I guess what if ChatGPT just roll out something similar? Because I actually use the ChatGPT voice thing, and I feel like it can solve a lot of problems.
So the thing that sets us apart from ChatGPT is that our agents have access to thousands of tools, such as web search or image generation, and we're adding more tools every day that we automatically integrate with our agents. So these tools are third-party tools, such as Twitter scrapers, and we don't require users to bring any of their own API keys. So we also allow model switching. So if you don't like a ChatGPT model, you can switch to Claude or Grok or any of the other big models out there.
Awesome. Round of applause for Tool House.
Thank you.
All right, next up, we have our last but not least demo, Click. Click. Now, I want to tell a quick story about these guys. I have so much respect for Click. They showed up to our event last night and were able to get onto the demo just through sheer force of will and pitching in the moment. So Click, I am so excited. Massive round of applause for Click.
They denied us 2 days ago too, and I love AI Collective.
Best jackets in the house. All right, y'all ready? Sure, let's do it. All right, you got 5 minutes.
All right, by a show of hands, how many founders do we have here today? Perfect, this is the answer I was looking for. As we all know, being a founder is extremely hard. It's not easy, it's not something you put in your bio. It's not sexy. A lot of people want to be a founder nowadays, but the people here who are founders know how hard it is. And the bright side of being a founder is that at least you have resources from angel networks, you have banking software, you have CRMs, you have the ability to be able to be a founder and have some sort of blueprint so you can have a successful career or at least sell some sort of product. Unfortunately for the creator economy, there's not a single thing. It's a very long and grueling process and it's extremely lonely. You guys can hear me okay, right? I think I keep putting the mic low, yeah. Long story short, I've been in the space for the past 8 years. My co-founder, Rohan, right here, has been in the space for the past 9 years. I built a media company. I was working in the creator economy before it was a buzzword. I had influencers staying at my place in Los Angeles. I know how hard it is to be a creator, and I know how messed up the whole industry is. Alongside Rohan, who's an Ivy League founder that was a math genius and is disappointing his parents because he's choosing to work in the entertainment industry because of how much he loves it. Myself, who's been building in this space, built a media company, built the world's first AI record label, and then unfortunately went to go work a finance job, and then just left it 2 weeks ago because he brought me back into entertainment. So round of applause for Rohan. But it gets even better. I hate talking about myself, but one thing I learned about fundraising is that you do have to talk about yourself. But even better, we have Alvin, who's an AI researcher. He's coming in to build into the first ever AI model for the entertainment industry. And we have Gary Sargent, who has over 25 years in the entertainment industry, signing some of the biggest acts like Gunna, Young Thug, working with a bunch of A-lists. And so he knows the DNA of what it takes to build a superstar in today's climate. And so how many of you guys are VCs here? So what we're betting on is early discovery, right? Those are the two words that I want people to remember. And for the VCs that are sitting here today, you too are betting on early discovery. And you need founders to be successful and to find them at an early stage and give them the tools and resources for them to be able to succeed. So how can you look at our company when we're trying to bring that to the entertainment industry and say that we can't do it? Perfect.
So we have three pillars: discovery, representation, and financial services. So as Ilias mentioned, traditional talent agencies, super slow, manual. We're AI native and scalable, and we're the entertainment operating system. So discovery. We have several signal feeds here: performance, domain-specific performance. Think about a college athlete. What are their stats day to day? What's their social media engagement rates, media mentions, brand identity, cultural trends? Every single athlete, artist, or creator has a talent profile, a click ID, and a predictive metric, such as their stage and their click score, momentum, and reach. For talent, we have a complete AI agent team. AI native phone number, AI native email, transparent dashboard. That pairs with the human agent. Yes, it doesn't scale, but we have a solution. Old agents, 1 to 10. Click agents, 1 to 1,000. Brands, buyers, venues, leagues, meta ads for the creator economy, SaaS subscription, create your click on demand. Banking, we're going to rival Amex with our credit card. We have a bank account. Every creator has a business checking account and a business banking card. First AI model for entertainment, Maya, my agent. So we make money in three ways. The buyers pay a SaaS based on how much they're spending. The talent has a commission model on how big the deal is. FinTech, bank has balance. We have interest on that, interchange every time they spend. First month, traction, we've thrown 15 events in the last 30 days, 7,000 people on the wait list, 50 buyers on the wait list as well. And this is the Entertainment OS, and Ilias, take it home.
And so obviously we have to have a call to action, otherwise it wouldn't be a good presentation. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have opinions, even if you hate the idea. Take a picture, send a LinkedIn, tell us how much you hate the company, because the only way we can make this better is feedback. We are not sensitive. Thank you guys.
Whoa, we're not done with you yet. We're not done with you yet. All right, you guys definitely would win Best Dressed. Maybe you're up for another award. We don't know yet. We'll still see. All right, esteemed judges, give them what you got. Grace?
I'm a niche content creator myself, and I feel like it's very hard to judge the score based on like how much follower you have. How do you guys like handle the fact that like there's a lot of like micro influencers that they don't have a lot of following but they're making millions, or vice versa?
Yeah, exactly right. Follower count is often skewed in terms of how brands are spending capital today. We actually have thousands of other metrics that identify hidden attributes, and it's also domain specific. Other people in your niche on your platform, it's relative indexing, not absolute indexing.
Great question, Grace. Dan?
And can you tell us more about how you get buyers to your platform?
Yeah, I mean, you can look Ilias up after, but GTM is his middle name, and we throw the best events in New York. Now going to be moving to SF to throw the best events here. It's about relationship building, community. Some people say it doesn't scale, but we make it happen.
Yeah, and I think we have to remind ourselves that you also have to meet creators where they're at. I mean, if anybody here has been in New York City, I'm sure you've seen the Friend poster with all the graffiti on it. And so, a lot of tech people come in and they try and do it from an approach where they don't see it from a creator first lens. And that's the biggest thing for us is we are going to make sure that these tools enable the creative people that are behind the scenes so they can take on more creatives and represent them. And then secondly, we'd love to be able to have anybody involved when we open up our round in a little bit. And so if you guys are interested, please reach out to us on LinkedIn. Thank you.
All right, and we have time. Round of applause for Click. All right, one final round of applause for all 6 demoists. Oh my goodness, I'm so proud of everyone tonight.
Yeah, keep talking.
That says to keep talking. I don't know what else to say. Okay, I've been waiting to say this all night, but Chappie has 99 problems, but a pitch ain't one.
Yeah! That was great. Is this mic being picked up? Does this one get picked up?
That's the good one.
Okay, good. Okay, it is now Scout investing time. The best part of the evening. Have you set up the Pitch Night app? Okay, so if you look at your phone now, everybody pull out your phone. If you don't have the app up, that's totally fine. You can get it up right now by going to aicollective.com. You can scan any of these QR codes. It is now your time to vote. You decide who takes home one of those big trophies tonight. We are also going to have the judges tallying their scores. And to keep everybody entertained, I'm going to go ahead and pull up this video. There we go. Okay.
The problem we see is that there's a growing gap between how fast technology is moving. We see it every single week with AI. And then we have our ability as society to understand, to adapt, and to guide the technology and the society around us. That is the core of what the AI Collective does, is creating those forums for complex, nuanced dialogue, for understanding each other, understanding our shared humanity, being vulnerable, being authentic, relating to one another, showing that compassion for each other. That really can only happen in person, and that's the core of what the AI Collective is. The AI Collective started way back when, in 2023. This is right after the launch of ChatGPT. Everybody started talking about AI, and the conversations that me and my friends were having every night in our living room, we were wondering if more people wanted to join the conversation. So I texted a few friends saying, hey, you want to come talk about what's going on in AI with us? We gathered 12 people together in a room and just had the most incredible conversation that night. So after the first event, we had 12 people. The second event, we already were up 30 people. And by the third event, we had over 250 people sign up for that third event. And going into the second year, we had more and more people reaching out to us who were visiting from New York, who were visiting from LA, visiting from Miami, saying, can I take them with me back to my city and start hosting these events? Early in 2024, we finally said, sure, to a couple of people. That's how the second chapter, the third chapter, etc., took off for the Gen AI Collective. Where we are now, we have 25 chapters globally. We are in 5+ countries around the world. We have over 70,000 members as part of the community, over 100 people on the organizing team. And it's just been, again, so humbling to be part of this exponential growth for our community and for AI in general. The people who are coming to AI Collective events are the pioneers on the frontier, the people who want to be on the very bleeding edge of what is possible, playing with the new technologies as they come out the day of, and then sharing those insights with the community members around them, and realizing that this leads to collective progress in a way that simply wouldn't be possible outside a community, outside of these events. My favorite thing about who is part of the AI Collective community is it's everybody. It's really that inclusive. So yes, we have tons of founders, we have tons of investors, we have researchers, we have operators, designers, product managers, people from all different industries, all different roles coming together and bringing their own unique insights, their own unique points of view together and creating collective insight. The AI Collective has grown at a rate I would have never expected. And I've been trying to figure out why is that, right? Why are we growing so quickly? I think it's because everybody sees, one, the need to bring people together, to bring together the pioneers on the frontier with how fast this technology is moving, simply to keep up. The second is because we're all wrestling with this. It's a deeply human struggle, opportunity to figure out how do I adapt to this world, this technology that is moving so fast. It's a fiercely individual question, but it's also something for us all to figure out together, and this is the forum to do that. The AI Collective has 3 foundational pillars going forward. First is our events and community. We have chapters all over the world, and we're focused on hosting the best events and creating the most incredible community we can in each one of them. The flagship for all the events and community work we do is Singularity Fest, which we're hosting in San Francisco. Second, we are taking the insights that emerge from every event that we're hosting around the world, distilling them into actionable insights and recommendations, and delivering them to decision makers, whether that be policymakers, industry leaders, and the public at large, through the AI Collective Institute. And finally, our community is comprised of thousands of founders and hundreds of investors. We are also
Hash, do you want to move it over to the results phase? Okay, we are ready. I already put it in here, don't worry. Okay, on to the trophy ceremony. First up, we're going to go straight to the top funded. And with a whopping $5.5 million raised. I don't know if it's a pre-seed or a seed round. It's called a seed round. Can I get a drum roll, please? Who won top funded tonight? We have Transit. Where's Transit? Can I get Transit up here? There we go. Okay, we have your, this is one, top funded trophy. It's very heavy, be careful. There you go. Cool. We'll get a picture with everybody right after. Thank you. There we go. Good? Okay. $5.5 million raised. Are you going to raise that much? No, you're raising less than that. Okay. Maybe you up it. Okay. On to best pitch. So, what did the judges choose? Can I get another one last huge drum roll, please? Who did the judges pick for best pitch overall? What? What? This is the first time we've done this. I didn't really know what to expect, but here you go. Here, can you hold both? Just don't drop either one. Okay, can we get all the judges up, please? Steve, can I get you up here too? We'll get a nice photo.